Bon dia.
Good morning. We had another amazing night's sleep here at the Penha Longa Ritz-Carlton Property Resort. And we had a fantastic breakfast, enjoyed all the amazing foods and options they had there on the breakfast buffet. Met an amazing girl named Alexandra from Russia. She was a fantastic host for us at our table. And shout out to her if she's ever watching this video. But we are now exploring the rest of the grounds here because it's not just a hotel.
They have lots of things outside of the resort, including a golf course, as we've mentioned. They have a very nice spa. They also have a playground with in-ground trampolines, a rock climbing wall, slides,
Putt golf,
mini golf, Jess.
a lot of things. Crystal and Titus are looking to do some kind of a zip line right now in front of us.
It's meant for kids, so I'm not sure how far off the ground they'll actually get, especially Crystal since she's so tall. Tall. And then the property also has a actual monastery on it. I don't think it's a working monastery any longer, but needless to say, it is still on the property, and they do daily tours for free at noon every day.
Yeah, but we're going to do our self-tour because it's not quite noon, and we want to get out of here before noon because we've got other things to see. But it should be pretty cool. So come along with us. Oh!
Did you get that?
I did get that.
You need like a mat to
We really had way too much fun there, but we definitely need to get to the monastery now.
This monastery was built in the 1500s and is, of course, now owned by the hotel, and it's basically their conference center and reserved for special events. They also have the pig fountain, but more formally known as the sow fountain, but apparently also known as the nut fountain.
The inside of the monastery is gorgeous, even still to this day, not just from a historic point of standpoint, but actually from a current architectural standpoint. But as you can see, much of it is used for conferences and event spaces. Still a beautiful place to see and experience and even hold an event if you'd like. Another cool older structure here on the property is Nuncio's Garden, which was a huge water tank, essentially, that had flowers and seating areas and places to relax. And that's it behind me. I mean, it doesn't look very pretty right now, but I'm sure it did back in the day.
The last stop on our tour of the Penha Longa Resort is the St. Gonzalo Fountain. Looks like it was immaculate in its heyday, but it's still pretty today. You could spend probably hours exploring the grounds of this resort. It is absolutely beautiful, and there's a lot of places to just wander and get lost. Now we're going to go on our next stop, which is our last stop while we're here in Sintra. So we will see you there. I said they had tools. They didn't say I needed to play.
You need to know how to play.
No. Welcome to the Quinta da Regaleira, or however you say that.
We finally made it up the hill. It's a journey. Be prepared to walk or take an Uber, or if you do get the bus, that's a good way to do it too.
They also have tuk-tuks.
But we came here specifically because there is one of the most unique things you will ever get to see anywhere, actually. And I'm not going to spoil it by describing it yet, but once we get there, I think you'll be surprised and amazed too.
So a little bit of history. The land was actually secured in 1892 by Carvalho Montero for 25 reais. I'm not exactly sure how much money that would be today, but probably not a lot. The actual house was designed by Italian architect Luigi Manini and created a 4-hectare estate. It was owned by the family until the 1980s, and then it was sold to a Japanese corporation which bought it and kept it closed for quite some time before renovating it, opening it up to the public. So we're gonna go inside and check this out.
This is Tai Tucky reporting from the bottom of the well, and we've lost the boys somewhere way at the very top.
Yes, we're not for sure where Joanne has gone, but we think they're maybe 2 stories up.
I told you that place was incredible, and now we're going to be walking through some of the underground tunnels. Not exactly sure where they lead, but we're about to find out.
The holes in the ceiling look like skulls.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the catacombs in Paris.
I actually thought that was a face looking at me.
Apparently there's a waterfall.
This property is pretty extensive, like most of the properties that we've been on here in Sintra. But if you can see, if I can get there, and that right there is the fortress, the Moorish castle fortress that we were exploring yesterday. And it's right in the middle of all the city in the town. All of these spots that we've been at are right in the middle of Old Town Sintra. And as you will see if you ever come here, it's a very, very busy city, and we are here in the low season, and it is not as touristed as you can imagine, but I could only see what the traffic jams would look like. In fact, we've seen a couple signs that have actually said that Sintra is a traffic jam in paradise. I think some of the locals would like a more sustainable tourist system here in Sintra, because it's definitely not built for as many tourists as this place gets. And this is also not as well known as some other places in the world.
actually like
So the
tell us.
conspiracy that our group has come up with is that that's the chapel where the church was, and then
The priest lived up here.
that's where the priest lived. No, that's not true at all. Don't take that. It's legitimate. But really, this is the palace that was built on the property back in the like early 1900s, like 1910 or something like that.
It's really pretty on the inside, so you can kind of imagine what it looks like back in the day, but they've turned it into a museum, which kind of ruins things for me. But there's lots of plaques, there's lots of pictures. There's a really pretty window over there. Lots of ornate tile work, looking things on the wall. It's really pretty. You just need some furniture.
It's got some furniture. There's a throne in the next room.
They need more furniture. I want to see the toilet. I want to see where they took a bath. I want to see where they slept.
That's it.
I guess.
Well, I'm glad the rest of the property is incredible because, yeah, the tour of the actual walkthrough of the palace is incredibly short. Like, I think you get to see the first part of the main floor. I'm looking at
maybe
Ryan.
like 3 rooms.
Wow, that was really surprising. Please don't take our negativity as a sign not to come here, because it really is still a beautiful, especially the property. Come see the property. The palace itself, I guess, I don't know. If you can see more to the inside, that'd be really cool. But
My favorite thing that we have actually seen in Sintra. It's absolutely beautiful, and you should not miss it under any circumstances. But you need to allow at least probably 2 to 3 hours to see everything, maybe more. There's many ways to get down the hill from this actual palace. So we're going in a, not really a tuk-tuk, but in the back of a Jeep. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.
thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was an exhilarating Jeep ride. We have now driven about 10 miles south of Sintra to the city of Cascais.
I call it Cascais.
Yes, he does.
It's Cascais.
To watch this incredible sunset over the Atlantic Ocean, which is right behind us. There's the beach.
We're about to go have a really fantastic dinner at this restaurant that I'm sure nobody's ever heard of. It's called Fogo de Chao.
Yes, but the reason we're going there is because we all want some meat, not necessarily seafood, and it's literally the cheapest you're ever going to find outside of the United States.
Yeah, the whole Rodizio is only like 24 euros 80.
At least that's what we're being told.
So
We haven't gone there yet.
hopefully that's the right price. And if it's not, we'll be eating somewhere else.
Yes. But while we stare at this sunset, we just want to stop and say
Thanks for traveling the world with us.